It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level. Second level gaming. Second level.
All right, so the complete opposite of Xbox.
You got like
PlayStation
50,000
is
things.
raining sales on you this week, and there's a lot to get through. So I'm
Hey,
gonna
my watch just told me to breathe. Should I take a
Breathe.
breath before this?
go ahead. Cool, done. So they really pulled out the stops this week. You have two pretty big sales going simultaneously alongside a couple other little things.
We had to wait for the store to update for like 2.5
We
hours.
did. They took forever to update, but we just recorded a podcast in the meantime. So PSN this week has a gigantic PlayStation Plus sale for Plus members with up to 80% off multiplayer online games, which I think is really neat because there's plenty of times
That's
when
what I play.
Well, yes, but there's plenty of times when your friends have a game and you're just like, I can't really afford it. And then so this is like a really good
Ghost
sale.
Recon Wildlands, Tom.
I don't want to play that game.
Ghost Recon Wildlands, Tom.
So anyway, here are your PSN sales for the PS Plus online multiplayer special, and it's a big list, so bear with me. So you have Battlefield 1, and by the way, before I get into this, I'm only choosing the standard editions. There are all of the deluxe and ultimates and super duper
There's just so many
editions.
things that we don't want to go
So
through
I
them
just
all.
stuck with standards, but like you can imagine, all the collectors, DLC, you name it, is also available. So Battlefield 1, 30 down from 60. That's 50. That's a good cut. Borderlands Handsome Edition is 30 down from 60.
I got that thing for 35 back in the day.
Chivalry Ultimate Edition is 9 down from 30. Destiny Collection, 36 down from 60. The Taken King update by itself, if you already have Destiny, is 10 from 20. Diablo 3 Ultimate, 30 down from 60. Dirt Rally, 18 down from 60. And this
Which,
is
if
a
you have
twofer.
VR.
It's a twofer, because you could buy the VR update for like $12 or whatever, and then you have your VR Dirt Rally, which is an excellent AAA experience, by the
Yes.
way. Doom, 30 down from 60. That's got me tempted, because I don't like the multiplayer Doom, but I did want to play the single player, so I am tempted
I
by
could
that.
care less about Doom.
F1, 30 down from 60.
Is that
you like
F1 16?
I don't
think.
recall. It's
Because
the newest one,
I don't think 17's out yet, so I think it's F1 16.
I guess so, yeah. Maybe they're
guessing.
updating it soon.
Well, they tend to, Codemasters is really good with their games, but I don't think
You look it up, I'll
Yeah, I don't
continue.
think 17's out yet.
Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn, 10 from 20. The collector's edition of that is 30 from 40. GTA 5, 36 from 60.
And GTA also does have it where you want to, if you want to buy the cards with it.
Yeah, Shark cards are
cards.
on sale too. Guilty Gear, and I can't pronounce this correctly, so I'm going to see if you can pronounce it.
It's 2016, by the way, for F1.
XRD, how do you pronounce that? Zerd?
Guilty Gear Zerd
Tenor?
Revelator.
Yeah, ignoring the XRD, which I honestly have no idea what the fuck that means. Guilty Gear Revelator is 15 down from 60. That's a big jump. Lara Croft, Temple of the Osiris, 5 from 20. Mortal Kombat XL, that's the sort of complete edition of Mortal Kombat 10, 24 down from 40. NBA 2K17, 36 from
Which
60.
I highly recommend. Anybody who has a 2K game is not upgraded yet, because they gave away 2K16 last year as a free PlayStation Plus game. Obviously, playoffs are going on now, so the season's almost over. But the franchise mode and the relocation and the expansion franchise mode in this is worth the upgrade if you haven't done it yet, especially for that price.
There you go. Rocket League, 12 from 20. We're big Rocket League fans here at Level 2.
And all the Rocket League DLC,
And
all the
all
cars.
the DLC.
So if you haven't, I'm told Thomas like at some point I'm probably gonna go back and just pick up a
Rinse
bunch of
the
cars
DLC.
because I haven't got the latest ones.
Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2, 20 from 40. Skullgirls, Second Encore, 5 from 25. That's a big jump. Street Fighter 5, 20 from 40. Styx, Shards of Darkness. And this is a really recent game. That's 40 down from 50.
Doesn't say I remember talking about that one.
Yeah. Jack in the Box. Is it Jack in the Box? Jackbox.
Jackbox Party.
Jackbox Party Pack 3.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
That's the newest Jack game. Is 750 from 25.
Which if you like local party games, or if you have kids, it's a real good one. For
It's
play
a
with
ton
the
of
family.
fun, and
Yeah.
they usually have a good couple games in there. It's usually like
Yeah.
4 or 5 games. Titanfall 2, 30 down from 60. Big game, especially because both the multiplayer and the single player are excellent.
I have not finished single player yet.
Umbrella Corps, that's your Resident Evil game, 750 down from 30. Again,
I heard
a
that
big
one's
jump.
not very good.
It's not terrible. It's not a Resident Evil game in the traditional sense. It's like a top-down isometric shooter thing. Warhammer End Tides, 12 down from 40, big jump. And then WWE 2K17, 30 down from 60. So for all you wrestling fans out there, that's a good buy. That's just
only the
one
first
part of the sale.
That was the PlayStation
Plus online multiplayer.
So
and
if you're PS Plus, you get that
if
sale.
you're playing online,
don't,
you got PlayStation Plus. So it's unlikely you don't have it, but
keep that in mind.
That might be a good reason to get it if you don't, because if there's one thing we've learned, that all these kind of AAA games that come out usually pretty shortly after, you're going to start getting gigantic sales on them. So for things like Battlefield and Destiny Complete and
with NHL. So fun fact, because last time I was complaining that I spent full price on NHL, I got my money back and then some because I was PlayStation Plus. So there's an additional percentage that was off. So I actually got 42 back instead of like 20 something.
Did you? Were you gonna pre-order something with that, weren't you?
I didn't. I ended up buying a couple of VR games.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't remember what I bought though at this point, but I bought a couple games, like smaller games with it.
Awesome. Then there's a Tom Clancy sale going on,
which I am a huge fan of the Tom Clancy games. The more and more I play, I've been playing Ghost Recon, played Division. I have Rainbow Six Siege.
You do?
So I think I own all the new Tom Clancy games.
So speaking of those 3 games, Wildlands is 45 down from 60.
Hey Tom, you want to pick that up?
Not enough. 30, I'll think about it. Rainbow Six Siege, 25 down from 50, and The Division, 25 from 50. And then just imagine all of the season passes and deluxe editions and everything are all on sale as well.
In the first, I wonder if the Wildlands, do you know if Wildlands season pass is on sale? Because that first DLC just dropped. I don't
think so, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be. The other two I can always guarantee.
I know there was more than one version of Wildlands up there.
Yeah, because
weirdly,
first
it also
DLC
had like
Wildlands.
because when you're on PS4, usually it only shows you the PS4 games. This showed some PS3 games too, but it had the PlayStation Now symbol on them, which was interesting because I'm like, well, if you're streaming it from PlayStation Now, it's not really a sale, but I think they were just pointing out that they are on sale on PS3. So they had a couple of the older games like Splinter Cells and Rainbow Siege and things like that. Rainbow Six, sorry. But yeah, the big 3 there are Wildlands, Rainbow Six Siege, and The Division. And then just a few hodgepodge indie games at the end here. Dex is 12 down from 20. 8 Days, 550 down from 10. Semispheres is 7 down from 10, and Semispheres is relatively new. And Hopiko is 350 down from 7. So there's a couple of indie gems in there too, just to top it off. So you have a ton of online multiplayer stuff that has a lot of good single-player campaigns in there too. You have your Tom Clancy collection. You have a couple indies. So on the complete flip scale to Xbox, that's a ton of games.
Yeah. Season Pass is not on sale for Wildlands. It's still 40. Just keep that. Which it made sense because they just dropped the first DLC, so they wouldn't do it.
Fair.
But you can buy the single DLC now for 15.
Cool.
I've been playing the crap out of the game. I highly recommend Tom Clancy games, especially for like tactical. It's funny because like I literally have a podcast topic on my phone that we haven't talked about yet, but one of the ones is how The Division has changed the type of game I play. Like that's literally what the topic is.
It's just about your personal game preference.
Yeah, how that's kind of shifted because I'm like, oh, because again, the multiplayer online, shoot 'em up or shoot 'em, kill the bad guys, infiltrate, like that. I love that kind of stuff now. The tactical stuff versus like.
It was one of the games that helped you become adultier with your gaming.
I mean, I still love my kid games. I still love Ukulele. I still love Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
But
I saw that in GameStop for like $18 the other day.
Ratchet and Clank?
Tempted,
yeah, it's so good. I highly recommend
And
that one to
Deadpool
anybody.
was there for
That's the other thing is we only talk about digital sales. Go check like clearance aisles. I know this isn't
Target
VR, but
has a ton of
Target.
stuff, yeah.
I know Werewolves Within was there for dirt cheap recently. So go check those out as well in your physical retail stores if you still do physical media. I don't for the most part.
And the good thing about GameStop now is that they're not only necessarily just doing like discounts on the pre-owned games, which is obvious, but a lot of the times you go in there and they just have like a random 5 relatively new games that are like half price.
And they'll also do, I mean, they always joke that you get nothing when you trade stuff in, but they recently, I know when I went to the local GameStop by us, they had it where you got X amount more
if you trade in certain
games. And if you're one of those people that like plays the game and doesn't touch it again, wonderful time. If you're like me that just hoard games.
You know, it's weird because I was that person and now I'm hoarding them, and it's kind of weird because mostly it's just because I haven't had a chance to play the games.
It's because I told you digital was better.
Well, no, I'm hoarding physical games too. Like I have a whole shelf full.
Digital's better.
I just pick them up. I picked up World of Final Fantasy the other day for like $30. I was pretty stoked on that.
I mean, not to get into digital versus physical. I'm still lazy.
Yeah,
especially in VR.
Me too. Trust me, me too. But I just.
But your shelf. See, your shelf, you don't have to walk around a desk. I got to walk around a desk.
That's true.
So
that's true.
But that being said, dude, go check out GameStop's, Targets, your local game store, and see if you find a gem. If you do guys find, if you guys find a gem, let us know. Be interested.
So that's your sale roundup for both Xbox One and PSN. So let's talk about some new releases, bud.
Let's do that.
No game, but they saying welcome to the second level.